Good morning and welcome to day 7 of May vlog. No, not May vlogs, August vlogs. Getting confused already. Today is a bit of a, no, it's not really a bit of a weird day. Tom is on leave. He's got today, tomorrow and Monday, Tuesday off. So he's got 6 days off, which is nice. I am working today. I am making the most of him having a day off, and I am going to try and get 3 batches of yarn done today, which is what I can normally get done when I've got a work day with the boys at school and stuff like that, but obviously haven't been able to get done over the last 4 and a bit months since school's closed. But yeah, that'll be good. So I'm dyeing up a batch of each of the Bedtime Stories collection so that I can restock the mini skeins for those. And then I'm just going to be dyeing up a few other random colourways. We are going to have a proper garden day today. The weather is absolutely glorious. So Arthur has been filling the paddling pool up this morning and the boys are currently in the paddling pool. I have taken my blanket outside to knit on, and I am going to set timers on my phone for the yarn, and hopefully in between batches I can get out in the garden and sit with the boys. So that will be quite nice, hopefully. Just a quiet, chilled work day, but yeah, Tom around to take the pressure off with the kids. If you were wondering what we did with the remaining raspberries and tayberries, Tom is making raspberry and tayberry gin. So he's just shoved all of the raspberries and the tayberries that were left in here with gin and some sugar. And then we will just leave that to steep away for a while. I don't know how long, he does. And we should have some really lovely tasty gin. I also picked a load more raspberries from the garden, but they are just going to be fast to eat. Right, first batch of yarn of the day is done. We've got Railway Children, Sea of Adventure and some George's Marvellous Medicine in there. So I'm just going to get those into soak and then get batch number 2 on the go. Everyone else has disappeared off inside. Arthur and Tom are playing computer games and Jasper is playing with toys. So our garden day didn't turn into a garden day. I'm still sat in the garden enjoying the shade, not the sunshine. I'm a shade person. And just waiting for yarn batches to need more doing to them, but it's very pleasant. I am working on my blanket and enjoying some peace and quiet for a change. Batch number 2 complete. We have some Secret Garden, we have some Voyage of the Dawn Treader, and we have some waltzers on sparkle. I don't know if you can quite catch the sparkle while it's in the pan. I now need to get batch number 3 on. I really don't want to. I just want to sit and knit. It's Gnome Day today. It's only from responding to a comment the other day that I suddenly remembered that the Mystery Gnome Along was starting really, really soon. And in fact, today is the day of the first clue. I've just been sorting my minis out, but I thought I would share the other gnomes. This is the first one. I know I've talked about them on the podcast, but you might get to see them in a bit more detail this way on the vlogs. This one was called Natalie, and Natalie was a gardening gnome. If you don't know what I'm talking about, by the way, the gnomes are all designed by Imagined Landscapes, and she has a real thing for gnomes, and this was the first mystery gnome that she created. And I just joined in with it because I thought it seemed fun. And yeah, I am now addicted to gnomes. So this is Natalie. She is a gardening gnome. She has a little leaf on the top of her hat, little flower patterns on, and her beard is in the shape of a leaf as well. And then she had little plaits that matched as well. So that is Natalie. This is the second one that I knit. This is Nelly. Nelly was a gnome that liked cozying up in the evenings with a good book and some knitting. And she's got this lovely Jester Hat, and that was so much fun to knit. with the three, if I can find the other one, tricky doing this one-handed as always, the three little prong bits, and this one's got little tassels on the end of the prongs. So much fun. And Nelly has pockets, little pockets that her hands, if I can get her scarf out the way, her hands actually fit in her little pockets. And controversially, Nelly doesn't have a beard. Nelly has a scarf. But yeah, that was the second one. And then the third one is this one here, which is Nemo. Nemo has a super long colourwork hat, which is a bit wibbly and wobbly because I am not the best colourwork knitter. And a really fun twizzly beard. He doesn't sit up as well as the others. I obviously didn't stuff him very well. A really fun twiddly beard. So yeah, super fun, the gnomes, and I'm quite excited that there's a new gnome cal starting today. And these are the minis I am contemplating for the gnome cal. And actually, looking at them now, I think I might go with these because there's slightly more contrast looking through the computer screen. It's not a computer screen. Looking through my camera screen, my phone screen. There's a bit more contrast in these. So this will be the beard colour. And then those three, I'm not quite sure what they'll be used for, but they will be used for the rest of it. I'll save these ones and do something else with those at some point. So I'm going to wind these ones up now. And these three, as you can see, is from the Bakery Bears. And this one is from Lay Family Yarns. They're all part of the Lay Family Yarn and Friends mini skein club that happened the beginning of last year, I think it was. And I think they'll make a really fun pastel gnome. When I say I don't feel like dyeing a batch of yarn, I really need to listen to myself because I have completely messed up. This was supposed to be a completely different colourway, and then I started it and realised it wasn't the base that I'd intended to dye it on. So now I've created a random one-of-a-kind colourway. I've written down what I've done because I'm thinking this could actually make quite a nice Halloween colourway, couldn't it? We'll have to see how it comes out. But yeah, Helen, you need to listen to yourself when you have had enough and not try and dye yarn when you've had enough, because then you mess it all up. I know a lot of you are interested in how the merino cotton has come out. Here it is. It's all dry. It took the colour really well, but not quite how I was expecting. And I knew I'd made a mistake when I was dyeing it, when I added the green, because it spread a lot quicker than I was expecting and a lot quicker than it normally does with other yarns bases. So we've got a little bit of kind of brown going on, where really I was after this kind of pink colour with some of the pink speckles and some of the green speckles on. We've ended up with quite a few patches that aren't really the pink, they're just kind of brown. So I want to try this one again and do it slightly differently. But I mean, this is perfectly usable. I might try like a summer tea or something out of this. I think would work really, really well. I've not really worked with cotton before, so it'll be really interesting to see if it works well for a summer tea. The merino cotton, I think it will. I do like how it took the speckles. I wasn't expecting it to take the speckles quite as well as it did, actually. I think I just needed less water in the pan, really. It was my fault. But that's the thing with new yarn bases. You never know quite how it's going to take the colour. So yeah, it's come out quite well. I just need to experiment a little bit more before I'm happy to put it in the shop. This is quite exciting. This has just arrived in the post, and this is a sneak peek for you of quite an exciting collaboration that I've got coming up. This is from Peony Pencils. Oh, shadow of my camera, sorry, not great professional filming there, hey. Ange, who is the maker behind Peony Pencils, makes hand-painted personalised notebooks. And we are working on a collaboration, and I've not opened this, but this is the sample for our collaboration. Let's see if I can open this one-handed. Look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? So she has taken the colours from my bedtime stories collection and created a hand-painted, decorated notebook out of it. See if I can get some better light. There we go. How beautiful is that? So I will hopefully in September be having a range of these in A5 size and also in A6 size in the shop to go with my bedtime stories collection. And actually, look, it's a really good thick notebook. That's really lovely. Really good and thick. It's got a lovely little elastic on it. I think the A5 ones are lined, she said, and the A6 ones are plain. Obviously, I'll know more details when they arrive, but how beautiful is that?
Eaten a dinner.
What type of dinner did we have?
Barbecue.
Yeah, we've just had barbecue in the garden. Really, really nice, wasn't it? Have you had a good day?
And we're getting our ice cream. It looks like an ice cream cone.
It does look like Daddy's bringing ice cream, doesn't it?
Don't
That's
forget to
exciting.
like and subscribe, and I love you. Huggles!